There we go. What's up, guys? Sorry this is late. Hope everybody can hear me. Yeah, I got a new Shanks. In fact, let's pour the Shanks. I haven't opened it yet. That's a good warm-up pour. Yeah, it's brighter. The basement, I keep it dark down here, but it is brighter when I do the live stream compared to when I record. I don't know why. It's the same setup, but kind of weird. Oh, dude. I'm looking forward to this drink. This has been a rough afternoon. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. What's everybody else drinking? Oh man, the Shank smells pretty good. Is John J. Bowman sitting on shelves in Virginia? No, not anymore. It used to be. It used to be not in every store, but you used to be able to find it fairly easily. If you went to like 2 or 3 stores, one of them was almost guaranteed to have a John J. Bowman. But now it's allocated. They just allocated it like a couple weeks ago. A couple months ago, maybe. But you can get it at the distillery. If you drive down to Fredericksburg, they usually have John J. Bowman down there. You got a Stag for $55? Damn, dude. That's awesome. What batch was it? Was it a 24A? I haven't tried the 24A. Yeah, the Bowman single barrel is good. I did a couple blinds. I made a couple videos doing blinds with the John J. Bowman, and it crushed the regular Blantons and the Elmer T. Lee, and then it was very close to a E.H. Taylor single barrel. But then it got beat by a Blanton's Gold, I think. You got a 23C today. Oh, and you're drinking the 24A. Nice. Yeah, I haven't tried the 24A. The 23C is really good. That's a nice batch. Yeah, the 23C and the 22A. Those are the only 2 I tried from last year, but they were both excellent. I heard the other 2 were not as good. Is the 24A good? Are you enjoying it? My man. Did I get the Shanks at the ABC drop? I did, yes. Yeah, I was staring at the Shanks and the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. And it was a newer batch of the Joseph Magnus cigar blends. I've heard the 300 batches are really good. But I I didn't pick it up. I went with the Shanks instead. Just so I could have the Shanks and Bombergers together. Although, I wasn't really... I mean, $110 for a 91 proof whiskey is not really my... It's not something I'd usually spring for, but whatever. Better choice than the Magnus? Yeah. I hope so. I don't know, man. I like the Magnus. This is interesting, though. And it's got a great mouthfeel for 91 proof. It's really thick. A Shankburger. I will have to try that later. That's a nice name for a blend. But yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I figured I don't know if any of you guys are in the Discord. I've been seeing a lot of talk about daily sippers and stuff. So I thought it would be fun to compare my two kind of classic favorite daily sippers under $50 with two new bottles that I keep seeing on the shelf. So Rare Breed is kind of it's been my kind of go-to bourbon for a long time, 10 years or something. Maker's Mark Cask Strength I also really like. And then Green River has been getting a lot of praise. Another $50 Cask Strength bottle. Well, full proof, not exactly Cask Strength. And then the Stellum. I've been talking about the Stellum just because it's so cheap. But I figured I'd put it to the test and actually blind it against some other bottles in the same price range. In the new price range, not in its old price range, because its old price range was kind of stupid. But for those who don't know, the Stellum, it's Barrel Craft Spirits. I'm not sure exactly why they created this brand, but it's made by Barrel Craft Spirits. I think they released it in 2021, and this is like $100 bottle. And it's weird. The brand has already been discontinued. So the good news is now you can find these for like $40. I saw it for $20 the other day. Yeah, so I saw it for $20 at one of the ABC stores in Burke. They had a sticker on it that it was 50% off the $40 price, which is $40 is already pretty crazy for a $100 bottle. But half of $40 is good. So I've learned since then that might have only been that one ABC store. I'm not seeing them at all the ABCs for $40. Some of them I see for higher even. Like some stores have it for like $50 or $60. Dude, the ABC's pricing makes absolutely no sense. Glad you like the Discord. Have I thrown out some Discord love? I don't know what that means. 50 rules out the Rare Breed. It depends on the store you go to. You can find Rare Breed for under $50. I know it's a little bit over $50 now, but it's usually on sale, or I think you can order it online for under $50 too. But yeah, the $20 Stellum was at $234. ABC $234. Oh yeah, Dr. Doof was sending pictures in the Discord of Stellum for like 40 minutes straight. Yeah, $40 I think is great deal for a Stellum. But I don't know. We'll blind it in a second and we'll see. Maybe it's not worth $40. Maybe it sucks. I don't think it sucks just drinking it, but we'll see how it does against some of these others. I'm curious to see how the Green River does too. The Green River is... they're everywhere now. I bought it in DC before Virginia got them in. But I only had one pour out of it. I thought it was okay. It didn't blow me away, honestly. But neck pour, I probably didn't give it enough air. So I'm going to give it a more fair shot here. What is the Stellum profile? Like the flavor profile? It's very similar to those Barrel Craft Spirit blends. Not the finished blends like the Vantage and the Dovetail and all that stuff. But those Orange Label barrel blends, like the private blends that they do, I think it's pretty similar to one of those. And those sell for a lot of money. Throw Eagle Rare in the blind. I thought about it. I thought about just doing all... well, I was just going to do a Daily Sipper blind. But then I was like, should I put Eagle Rare and Knob Creek 12? And the list just started getting real long real quick. So I tried to keep them all around the same proof point. I think that makes it... I don't know. It makes them more comparable. You don't have any glasses that stand out, at least. But Shanks is... I might like that Shanks more than the Bombergers. I'll have to try the Bombergers again later. New Riff Single Barrel is great. Yeah, for 55. So this is a problem that I had with well, wait, hang on a second. What am I thinking? Yeah, alright, so the New Riff is like $55. Once you get to like $60, there's a lot more bottles to throw in that category. When I first started the channel, I was just making these best bottle lists, like best bourbons under 30, best bourbons under 50, 75, and it's very hard to set like price limits, because like under 50, like once you go up to 60, you get a lot more options, but 60 is kind of a weird price point to set a... I don't even know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not making any sense. But anyway, you want a rating on the Shanks? It's good. I would give it an A minus, like a 90-ish rating. A minus, maybe B plus, probably A minus. It's pretty good. New Riff is not in Virginia yet. I don't know what they're waiting for. New Riff makes a lot of good stuff. Their single barrels are really good. And they have a lot of finishes. They have a single malt that I really like too. Like is it 7 year? This one. Yeah, it's a 7-year American single malt. I don't know if anybody's tried this, but this is pretty good. Oh, man. Yeah, if you want to try the Shanks, if we can do like a bottle share at some point. because you're local, I think so. Yeah, and I'll let you try it for sure. The Booker's 2023 batch 3. Yeah, that was pretty good. The Bookers usually don't like blow me away, but I think they're good bottles if you can find them not marked up or anything. Is that the one I broke? When I was putting out my lights, I broke one of my Booker's bottles. It was either Charlie's batch or that Mighty Fine batch. I forget which one. I salvaged like 2 sample bottles, but that's it. That's all the Bookers I was able to save from that bottle. But I'd rather break a Bookers than something crazy. Ah, by the courthouse. Nice. Yeah, I drive by there every day. Not every day, but a lot of days. A lot of days I drive by the courthouse. Alright. These are the... I poured these just before I went live. I need a better way to mix up glasses. But... That's gonna be good enough. Oh, man. Alright, I don't really have a system here, so I guess I'll just get into it. I'm still figuring out this live stream thing. And then later we're gonna give away samples too. I probably should have mentioned that at the top, but samples of all the bottles that were in my last video. So the Willet, the Michter's, Barrel Strength Rye, Blanton Straight from the Barrel, and Stag. We're going to give away samples of those. Christ. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I suck at this. I closed my chat. Oh man, how do I bring it back? There we go. Alright, crisis averted. Alright, let's start the blind and then we'll get to the giveaway. Can everybody still hear me? Yeah, okay, I think so. How tough is it to run a live stream? It depends how smart you are. Yeah, for me there's a big learning curve. Just cause I never streamed before. I don't like game or anything. So it's not that complicated, but I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Yeah, YouTube makes it simple, but then there's then I'm running the OBS also. Dude, I don't even know how to look at messages in the OBS. So it would be easier if I could just have like one screen, which I'm sure I can do. I just haven't looked into it enough yet. But I do know how to drink whiskey. So I'm gonna do that. That's my thing. I got that part down. The streaming I will figure out in time. I have no doubt. Ooh, this one smells good. A little citrusy, a little spicy. Very sweet. It's like a... Man. Feels a little rye heavy. I like that though. I like that little bit of spice. Used to stream video games and you never figure out how to get chat into OBS. Yeah. That seems like an obvious thing. That should be easy. I can do a popped out YouTube window. Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice. That is awesome. All right. Yeah, the Willet sample will be... It'll be good. If you like Willet. I don't think everybody likes Willet. But it's still fun to try a purple top. That was the first purple top I had had. And I would love for somebody else to try it. And I think whoever tries that bottle is going to be glad that they didn't spend $400 on it. This one definitely not as much spice. They made me open it at the store. They didn't make me open it at the store. The Willet you're talking about? No, they didn't do that. I don't know what... Yeah, that might have been someone else. That wasn't me. I would have opened it in the store if they gave me like $100 off or something. I would be happy to do that. I will, for like 25% off any bottle I buy, I'll open them all at the store. Oh, to prove they weren't a scalper. Interesting. Yeah, the situation is kind of crazy right now with resellers and everything. I don't know. I don't know what the best workaround is. I guess if you have them open it at the store, that's one way to take care of it. Prove they're not going to resell it. You could still sell an open bottle. It's a lot harder, but you could. This one might be the most complex so far. Did I get the Willet for MSRP? I don't think Willet has a specific MSRP. I think it's different for each one. But I got it for what I thought was a pretty good price, considering what I see them for most of the time. I think their cost to the stores is like $300, $350. Like, it's crazy high to buy a barrel of Willet. Yeah, it's kind of stupid to make somebody open it at the store. Like, what if you want to open it later? Or what if it's a gift or something? There's a lot of legit reasons you could buy a bottle for that don't mean that you're gonna resell it. These are all really good. I don't think any of these, none of these are crap. Here, let me go back through this way. This is a lot more pressure doing blinds live. When I record them, I will sit and think for like 5 minutes. A lot to edit out. That one's got a really nice mouthfeel. Oh, man. What's everybody else drinking? Joanna's or Joshua's? It's in the cabinet above the rice cooker. Sorry. Family emergency. These are kind of similar. Which one? Is Tuesday a good night for this? I'm trying to figure out what night works best. I thought Thursday would be better, but this Thursday I got something going on. But in general, going forward, I might try and do this Thursday. This one's a lot more vanilla. Interesting. Tuesday's good. Need some tacos. Yeah, the orange label barrels are... The ones I've tried have been pretty good. Oh, you do Thursday night trivia. Trivia is fun, man. I think Glass 1 might have the best nose here. Alright. I like Glass 1. I like Glass 4. 2 and 3 are not bad either. Yeah, trivia is nice. Maybe we'll do trivia later. It's for the samples. I still have no idea how I'm going to pick somebody to give the samples to. So maybe we'll do some trivia. But do I have any more thoughts on the ABC system? Yeah, I'm coming around to it a little bit. I wouldn't say I love it, but I'm coming around. The problem is, I think once we start to like it, then ABC is gonna shut it down. Only Drams picked a Sagamore Double Oaked for you. That's a nice app there. Yeah, that's good taste. Yeah, it's not as good as one. It is a little different. Employees do hate it. Because they're getting like 30 people walking in a day, at least, asking for allocated bottles. And phone calls and... Yeah, I'm sure the employees are not happy about it. That's true. I spent a lot more time driving to ABC's this past week than ever before. More time than I would like to admit. And a lot of stores still haven't dropped either. There's been a lot of rumors that like they were supposed to put out bottles every week. But that doesn't seem to be true. So some stores have dropped twice, and a lot of stores still haven't dropped at all, which is weird. It just doesn't make sense. ABC, they need somebody at the top who really knows what they're doing. Three's got a little bitterness mid-palate. That kind of screwed it up for me. You spent 4 hours looking for a Russell's 15. Oh, man. Yeah, it is worth it when you find one. Zelda, what's up? I know that guy. That's Mike G. 393 be teasing you, man. Yeah, they feel like the drop is coming. That's why it's frustrating. Because all the employees feel like it's coming, but they're not getting the call. They can't do anything until they get the call. Yeah, there aren't way more. There aren't necessarily different rules at different stores. It's just that different stores handle them differently. I don't know that they're supposed to, but some stores are just like they don't have room to just stick stuff on the shelf. So they might put it in like the what's new section. And then there's this whole thing about now they're only supposed to put out one bottle for like the really good stuff and keep the rest behind the counter. But then what if somebody takes that one bottle and they don't restock it right away? I don't know, man. There's a lot of unknowns right now. I don't think people really understand what's going on. Yeah, 393 does have the best selection of any stores in like the immediate area. There are a few other stores that have really good selections. There's one in Chantilly. I forget the store number. One in McLean has a pretty good selection too, I've noticed. And I feel like a lot of people don't go there, to that McLean store. And I forget the store. I only know the store numbers like that I can drive to in 10 minutes. It's too many others to memorize. Not much. Russell's 15 made it to Oregon. Hang in there. It's got to get there eventually. I mean, they put out a bunch of Russell's 15. There's like 80,000 bottles. Something like that. I was hoping I could find one more bottle. Yeah, this might be the best mouthfeel. Some employees are keeping him in the back room. That's what I heard. So the policy that they're only supposed to put one on the shelf and keep the rest behind the counter, I heard that was because employees were hiding them so they could buy them later. Which, I mean, makes sense. The employees finally have like an opportunity where they can kind of hide a bottle and buy it later. Although they'd get caught on camera, you would imagine. Yeah, definitely bugs the workout. I never take it out on the store employees. ABC has a lot of great employees. They also have a lot of employees that are fine. Like, they're very nice people. They're not into bourbon, which is fine. It's not a requirement to be into bourbon to work at ABC. But I feel like the employees that are into bourbon should be heard more. Their opinions should matter because they know the market, they know the drill. But I feel like ABC just doesn't really listen to them. But yeah, hopefully they'll figure the system out. The Discord has been helping, for sure. And, I mean, if you want like a Henry McKenna or a Blanton's or an Eagle Rare, you should be able to get one of those like every single day if you wanted to. Yeah, this one's a little grassy. I'd say it's down to number 1 and number 4 here. Number 1 and number 4. Which is good because I'm running out of whiskey. You saw Russell's 15 for $4.50. Yeah, I would not buy it at $4.50. Oh man, that's the problem with Campari and the new pricing. Like $2.50 as a starting price is pretty crazy. Joey B, cheers, brother. Yeah, when your starting price is $2.50, I mean secondary has to be like $4.50. $4.50 is not even that bad. I've seen them. I kind of thought like $500, $550 was the going secondary price. So $4.50 is not even the worst price I've seen. But yeah, I don't think I could buy one at $4.50. That purple top was an exception. I'm not doing that again. What's up, Matt? Whiskey Wisdom in the house. Thanks for stopping in, man. My first, this is the first planned live stream, but the planning didn't go very well. It's been a very rough afternoon. Got it for $260 cash. Nice. Where's tax that cheap? Isn't tax like 5%? $260. Yeah, all right, fine. Never mind. $262 maybe. Yeah, at $250 was absolutely worth it, I would say. And like I might even buy a second one at that price. Just because I don't know. Next year, I assume they're going back to the Russell's 13, or maybe they'll put out like a 17. Who knows? I don't know if they decided yet. I know they have the single Rickhouse Cam Nelson B coming out in October, I think. That's going to be ridiculously expensive. Thank you, Matt. Yes, hit the like button. Come on, guys. What the hell's everybody doing? Jesus Christ. You went to one store 3 times, and you were embarrassed the 3rd time. No, don't be embarrassed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, hang on. Hang on, I think we lost video, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm fixing it right now. 5 seconds. There we go. Did we lose video? Can somebody confirm that I lost it on my side? Can somebody confirm that? And then confirm that I fixed it, because I'm a genius. How much would I pay for a 17? Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. If they release a 17, oh man. Yeah, if they release a Russell's Reserve 17, I'm not paying. I feel like 250 is kind of my cap, man. Maybe 3. If they release it at 300, I will have to pay 300 for it if I find it for that price. But they're already pushing it with the 250, in my opinion. Videos, black, and audio. Okay. There we go. You like the single Rick House better. I was never able to get my hands on that single Rick House. The Camp Nelson F. Yeah. I would have overpaid for one of those. But I only saw it for like 550, 600, something crazy. All right, hey, I'm down to 2 here. Let me figure out which one of these is best. I hope Glass 1 is rare breed, because it is just excellent. Super sweet, kick of spice, nice long finish. Glass 1 is awesome. Oh yeah, Russell's server crashed. I heard that. A lot of angry people. But you got a Bowman cask strength. Nice. I enter the lottery for those Bowman cask strengths, and I never win. Never. But yeah, that's one bottle I would really like to have. The Bowman cask strength. I need to make a friend at the Bowman Distillery. I don't know anybody who works there. Alright. So 1 is the winner here. I'll put 4 in 2nd place. And between these two, I don't even know. You want Early Times Bottle and Bond. So if you check the ABC website, they have it at some stores, like random ass stores throughout the state of Virginia. But once in a while, they have it at a store like in Northern Virginia. That's the only way I've been able to find it recently, is at the ABC stores. But usually you gotta drive like 20 or 30 minutes, and then I just stock up. There's no limit per customer, so you can buy as many as you want. I usually just get 2. I don't need a bunch. Maybe 3 if I'm going to give one as a gift. Early Times makes a great gift. Kentucky Spirit, Camp Nelson E. Nice. Yeah. E should be good. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with Virginia, because Early Times is not hard to find in other states. Although Maryland, it's hard to find in Maryland too. But I don't get it, because they put out a ton of Early Times bottled in bond. That's not like a, it's not like a rare whiskey. But yeah, it's weird, man. I don't understand Virginia's system with a lot of bottles like that. There are a lot of bottles kind of like the Early Times that just hard to find in Virginia for some reason. Just bad distribution, I guess. When is the Average Joe's barrel pick coming? Oh man, soon, I hope. So I would love to do barrel picks. I feel like I need a bigger group of people to commit to buying a bottle. Because right now, I don't have a Patreon. Right? Actually, I do alright, so I started a Patreon, but it's totally free. And there are really no perks to it. So I'm trying to work out what I can actually give people to join a Patreon, aside from barrel picks, because it's probably going to take a little bit of time until we can start getting barrel picks. But yeah, I appreciate the enthusiasm for the barrel picks. We'll get there eventually. And we will pick the best barrels. We will pick the best barrels in the history of the world. If it's not one of the best barrels I've ever tried, I'm going to tell them we don't want it. We're only taking the best. Join with a few. Yeah, I thought about joining with a few other channels for a barrel pick. I'll have to reach out to some of them. There are a few near me that might work. I guess they don't even have to be near me, but yeah, we will get there. I'm committed to doing some barrel picks. The sooner the better. And if you guys want the barrel picks, do me a favor and join the Patreon. It's free, but just join it. So I know by joining it, you're kind of saying, hey, I'd be willing to buy a barrel pick. And then we can figure out the rest. Do I have a link to the Yeah, I'm sure I do. Let me post it. Here, in the meantime, I figured out this order finally, which is good because I'm out of whiskey. Or actually, you know what, Joey? If you click on any of my videos that's not the live stream, it's in the description, so you can find it there. I think it's under AJ Whiskey. It's like patreon.com/AJ Whiskey. Because I get tired of typing out Average Joe's Whiskey. It's a long name for like a website. Alright. No, thank you. I appreciate it. You see Stag Single Barrel Select. Is that Virginia ABC barrel pick? I haven't seen a Stag. So as long as Virginia's been putting out their barrel picks, I haven't seen them pick a Stag. If you see it in Virginia, I don't know who else it would be. But I would be surprised if Virginia ABC released the Stag barrel pick and I didn't know about it. But there are Stag single barrels. Yeah, you can pick a barrel of Stag. You can pick Stag, you can pick Blanton's, you can pick Antique 107, Weller Full Proof. Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor. You can pick most of the Buffalo Trace products, not all of them, but there are a lot of them that you can get a barrel pick of. But I think you really have to do a lot of favors for the folks at Buffalo Trace before they will let you pick a barrel. Oh, really? A Stag Virginia ABC pick is coming in the fall. Wow. Well, it's about time. Along with Weller Antique and Blanton's. Oh, man. Well, I hope to get one of those. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Thank you, Chip, for joining the Patreon. So that's yeah, one of the things you could do with the, well, I'm trying to think of stuff we can do with the Patreon until we get barrel picks. I'm not gonna go over them right now, but I have some other ideas, which if you guys join the Patreon, then I will communicate those ideas to you, and you can kind of, whoever joins can tell me what they'd like, and then I'm happy to do whatever people want. I'm very easygoing like that. I'm happy to do whatever people want to do. Doesn't have to be my way. Alright. I want to know what I'm drinking here, so we're going to go through these. So this is last place, guys. Last place is the Maker's Mark Cask Strength. Wow. I really thought this would do better. Yeah. Honestly, wheaters are not always my favorite, and this one came off like really grassy. Like some of the Maker's Marks are really vanilla and sweet, but this one was just real grassy for some reason. All right, third place, Green River. I'm not really. All right, I'll rearrange these. All right. This is last place. Third place. Second place, is it the Stellum or is it the Rare Breed? Third place is the Stellum. But this Stellum had the best mouthfeel of the whole flight, honestly. And then, yeah. Rare Breed was by far the best out of all of these. I'm surprised, actually. I didn't think it was going to be that much better. But, yeah, the Rare Breed did stand out. Oh, man. But good. Stellum beat the Green River, and it beat the Maker's Mark. Here, let's mix these three. And let's try a little more of this. Joining. I had you at barrel pick. Well, we're going to get to the barrel picks. We got to work our way up, though. You need the $20 Stellum in Virginia Beach. I guess it was just that one store. They only had one bottle, too. They had the tag on the shelf, and it was just one bottle. But it was marked down to $20. I can't imagine they were having that hard of a time getting rid of that one bottle that they needed to mark it down. But that was the only ABC I've seen it for $20 at. But $40 is still a good deal. It just competed with Rare Breed. Yeah, this Maker's Mark cast strength is very like wheat forward, very grassy. Grassier than I remember it being. Interesting. All right. Well, what is we got to do the giveaway. Have I tried any of the new Maker's Mark releases? Yes. The Heart, the 2024. I did try that. I don't have a bottle, but I did try it. And I thought it was good. It's very very wood forward. Like it tastes like fresh cut wood, which sometimes I like. Maker's Mark is interesting with all of their stave profiles and everything. I wish they'd just put out more cellar age type products instead of trying to put a bunch of wood staves in their whiskey. I love Maker's Mark though, don't get me wrong. Maker 64 is like one of my favorite pours for the price that you can find regularly. And Maker's Mark 101 I also really like. And the cast strength I really like. It's just, it didn't win in this blind, but I do like it. I will absolutely drink the Maker's Mark cast strength. Pulled out some bottles from the closet for tasting. And you're going to start with the Wild Turkey Single Barrel. Nice. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Wild Turkey Single Barrel. Kentucky Spirit. What Rickhouse is it? Yeah, the Heart series, it's good. I feel like some people, like the flavor profile might not be for everybody, but I thought it was really good. I did. That's not bad. This is the blend of all the whiskeys I just tried. It's okay, but I'd rather drink something else. All right, we ooh. TYF, nice. Yeah, those are pretty good. I have what's it called? I think I have a Russell's single barrel from that Rickhouse. Wild Turkey's Wild Turkey. They're all gonna be pretty good. They don't make bad whiskey. Alright, we gotta figure out how to do the giveaway. How are we gonna give away stuff? So I wanted to make this easy. I didn't want to I don't know. What's the best way to do this? Anybody got any ideas? If anybody has any ideas, I'd be happy to hear them. And then let's have one more pour of something good. What's good? Oh man. There. I'm gonna have a little bit of this Jack Daniel's twice barreled rye. Just for fun. Yeah, Joey, go for it. Share the Patreon link. Alphabetical by first name. Ah. I see what you did there. Everyone types an answer in the chat. Yeah, see, I thought about doing that, but then I have to go to another website and figure all that stuff out. That's so confusing. How about if Aaron Aronson, I think you won the Virginia ABC lottery last year. The Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. All 4 bottles, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. This lady's blowing me up. My wife needs me, but she'll be alright for a little while longer. Alright, so how about what if I just ask some easy trivia questions? No, William, I need a moderator. That would make my life a lot easier, I'm pretty sure. Paul and Ann, yes, I totally sympathize. Tuesday is not a great night for me. Well, actually, usually I don't have to get up early on Wednesdays, although the kids just started school again, so I will be up at 6:30 tomorrow. But I don't have a lot to do Wednesday mornings, so I'm lucky in that respect. Mondays are not good. Thursdays sometimes, but Tuesday or Wednesday are usually a pretty good night for me in terms of when I can have some pours. Yeah, if I had a mod, that would make things a lot easier, but alright. You want to taste them all and give your feedback? Closest number to guessing your collection. Okay. The problem with that is I don't even know how many bottles I have. Should I count? No, I'm not going to take the time to count. Alright, here. How about this? I'm going to ask... We'll do some basic trivia questions. Some whiskey-related trivia questions. The first person who gets the answer correct twice. So you have to be first, and you have to be the first one to get it correct twice. Then you win. Is that fair? I feel like that's a decent system. Otherwise, you can guess the number of my collection, but it's... I'll be guessing the number in my collection. I know roughly what it is. If you guys are okay with an estimate. Alright. Sorry, there's a delay between when I talk and what shows up in the chat, so... Alright, so the trivia questions. I'm checking my phone like I have them written down. I don't really have any written down. Alright. Oh, you guys want to do the bottle count thing? Oh, man. I'll tell you what. Throw your bottle count numbers in there. And we'll use that as the tiebreaker, okay? If there's a tiebreaker, that'll be the tiebreaker. Sean Bryan, use a trivia program. Yeah. a lot of people use the trivia programs, but I think then you gotta like go to another website. It makes it a little more complicated. There's a couple of people I think are pretty close. Honestly, I don't even know. God, am I gonna have to count? All right, we're gonna do the trivia thing, and if it comes to a tie, then I'll use the numbers that you put in the chat, and I'll probably have to count my bottles because a couple of you I think are pretty close. But yeah, let's do the trivia first. Let's just wait 1 second. YouTube is telling me it's gonna run an ad. I put it on the lowest ad setting, but it still says it's gonna run an ad. So I apologize. Let's wait 15 seconds and then let's get to the trivia. Oh man. How do you get into the liquor lotteries? The Virginia ABC website, you can get into them. In Virginia, at least. You found a K-Luke Batch 6 on the shelf. Nice. Batch 6 is the best one I've tried. Alright, guys. Let's do the first question. First question. Just put your answer in the chat, alright? First person to get it right gets a point, and whoever gets the 2 points wins. All right. First question is, in order to be considered bourbon, the whiskey has to go into the barrel at no more than what proof? What is the highest proof bourbon can enter the barrel? Highest proof bourbon can enter the barrel. Go. Yeah, premium does skip the ads. Joey B 125. Nailed it. Nailed it. A lot of other 125s. I should think of a harder question next. All right. Yeah, premium skips. You don't have any ads with premium. You get used to it pretty quick, though. I had premium for like a couple months. And then when I canceled the subscription and I had to go back to the ads, it was infuriating. I couldn't deal with it. 51% corn. He's on to the next question already. I haven't even thought of the next question. What should the next question be? Let me think of something that's like a little harder. All right. I want the current barrel entry proof for Michter's, Maker's Mark, and Wild Turkey. I want all three of them. You have to get all three of them correct, and they have to be in order. So Michter's barrel entry proof, Maker's Mark barrel entry proof, Wild Turkey barrel entry proof. And I'll give you a hint, none of them are 125. Jumped the gun there. You didn't let me finish the question. But Joey B is... let me wait to see if anybody else answers. But good job, guys. Thanks to everybody for participating here. So, Joey B got Michter's correct. Actually, nobody's got this exactly correct yet. Wow, that was a great question. I thought of a really good one. Ooh. That's all right, so that's really close, but the order is not correct. All right, let me ask one more question. So Michter's is 103, Maker's Mark is 110, Wild Turkey's 115. That was tough. All right. Let me think. All right. We'll make this an easy one. So everybody get your fingers ready. JP got it, but I don't know if that's after I said it already. Yeah, Googling it is fine, but what's up, Bourbon Retriever? This guy's my neighbor, guys. And he was in the Discord and he got a bottle of Russell's 15. I hope he doesn't mind me telling people. That goddamn dyslexia, man. Can't they cure that yet? Sorry, dude. All right. Last question. This one will be much easier. Your standard American barrel used for aging whiskey is what size? What was the first name of the Michter's distillery? It would have been a good question. Cheers, Bourbon Retriever. Yeah, man, I'm glad you got that. I was hoping to get a backup of that bottle, but no such luck. None of the recent drops have been dropping any Russell's 15. Joey B again. Alright, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta give this to Joey B. A lot of you have the right answer. Thank you. I wish I can, well, those of you that are local, when we finally set up a bottle share or whatever, then I will bring the Purple Top to give samples to everybody. I will honestly have more fun giving out that bottle than drinking it. It's good, but it's not great. So yeah, Joey B, send me your info. Get my email, dude. Is it Starlink? Starlink has the... Elon's got everything going so quick, man. Starlink is fast. Oh, man. This Jack Daniel's Twice Barrel is good. Oh, you're in Maryland. Nice. I was born in DC too. GW Hospital. But yeah, man. Maryland is nice. Dr. Doof is back. Dude, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'm glad people were able to join us. Tonight is kind of, yeah, I'll get better at this. This live stream thing is, I'm going to figure it out. I'll have a better system. I'll figure out how to get the messages on the screen, and like I got a bunch of stuff to work on, man. I think Whiskey Wisdom, I think he already left, but maybe I'll call Matt to help me out. He knows how to do everything. Yeah, send me an email, Joey B. Send me an email, thank you. And send some kind of proof that it's you. You got the emergency broadcast signal with all the colors. What? Joey B won the purple top sample. What colors, man? What colors are you talking about? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, Dr. Doof. It was all the samples to one person. But I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Yeah, because I didn't want to give out 1 ounce samples to like 4 different people. I feel like if people just get a 1 ounce sample, that's kind of weak, right? And there aren't that many people here. Maybe we can build it up and then I'll give out more stuff. But I will give out samples again next week. And I will... Honestly, this purple top is full. Dude, I can give out a lot of samples from this purple top. I'm gonna try it again right now. Before I go. And then I got a lot of other bottles to distribute samples from. Or just distribute samples out of. So don't worry about that. Plenty more to come. But thank you guys for hanging out, seriously. Next week, alright, so next week I'm gonna try this again. There's a chance, just if you like the channel, first of all, I appreciate it. Second of all, I'm gonna try and I might do this again Thursday, we'll see. I have an event like Thursday evening, but maybe after that. Next week, we might be doing this on Tuesday, or we might be doing it on Thursday. I'm not sure. So I'm going to figure this out as I go. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. My wife needs help with something. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll post info on when the next stream is. I'll post it in the Discord. And I'll post a link to it on YouTube as well, so you guys can keep up with that. But thank you to everybody for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.